I was hired in 1997. I had 2 years away, but all the rest of the years, how fads have changed, how trends have changed, how kids have changed. Kids have not changed. Kids still are generally good for me in the classroom. I hate to talk about kids as behaviors, but I've had enough of them that have been in a position to share their feelings with me, that they tell me that I give them respect, so they give me back respect. So even like the toughest kids, the kids with the worst reputations, have pretty much lived right here. So I don't see much difference in kids. Kids are good, and I don't think adults in general outside of school give kids credit that they deserve, because kids are terrific. But it's funny to see that you have these periods where the fashion comes and goes in waves, and fashion always seems to be here a little later. But you'll see kids where you all have the ripped jeans, and the rips goes from here to here, and you all have like 3 different kinds of shoes that you wear, and you all have like the same like Abercrombie and the same different shirts that you wear. But it is changing a little bit, so you can see a little bit more individuality, especially where you kids are getting into thrifting, which is really cool, because we're starting to see your uniqueness and who you are instead of who the fashion world says you have to be.
Yeah.
You're not walking billboards and advertisements anymore. I think we've got some kids that have COVID hit them really hard. They're coming up and they're not quite sure how to interact with large groups. There's not a lot of ownership in their work. They think, like, there's some kids where it's like, they're just waiting for us to give them their worm. It's like, I was here, my mouth was open. I'm just waiting for you to like do your thing so I can learn. There's some of that. Probably that was more a problem last year. The kids are starting to get back into the swing of things, but you missed a lot. You missed a lot of time with each other. You missed a lot of how to interact in larger groups. Like just Winter Carnival, we had kids that had no idea how to interact as a class, because you didn't have that opportunity to just be with each other. Yeah, exactly. That's insane to think that some of the traditional things that you kids can look forward to when you get to high school, because you hear, oh, high school's going to be great. Nope, sorry, it wasn't great. COVID yoinks all that good stuff away from you.
Yeah.
But we're getting back to that. So I'm really pumped about you guys enjoying Winter Carnival the way it's supposed to be. 3 days of craziness. And it's just, I'm excited for you to experience some of those high school things. Yipes, best classroom environment. Well, I would say mine. I definitely would say mine. And other teachers would say, well, no, it's always a science room. Okay, well, if science is your thing, then science is your room. But for me, I do a lot of front loading. So the first couple days of a lesson, it's a lot of me sharing my knowledge and helping you practice that knowledge. And then it kind of tapers off and you start to practice that and do your own thing. So you feel in this room that you have a lot of freedom, but I have to load you up with the knowledge first for you to then enjoy that freedom. So I think it's the art room. It's definitely the art room. If you want to talk broader in a kind of room that's better for the kids, I think if you can meet kids where they are and see and accept and love them for who they are and work with them for where they are, that's the best kind of room. But you can't put that in a room. The teacher has to carry that with them.